that's what I've done. Heaven help my heart. Heaven help my heart.
Elaine Paige singing Heaven Help My Heart, a song written by these three gentlemen, Tim Rice, Bjorn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson. Bjorn, what were the different challenges posed by writing a show rather than just a usual record album?
Well, first of all, you have a synopsis. You try to underline dramatic events, which is not always confined to a 3-4 minute format.
Now, Benny, what was the problem posed by international collaboration, having an Englishman here instead of a Swede as your fellow writer?
Well, it's been much more fun than working with this bloke for so many years.
Thank you for that.
No, but really, it's an asset for us. I mean, we've been together for such a long time, and having somebody else to go forward with other ideas, new things, and especially this whole format was so different from what we did before.
Was there ever a time when somebody wanted to say, I'm going to write that lyric line?
There were several lines in Chess which Bjorn wrote because, unlike some previous collaborators, I used to get nonsense lyrics. Well, in fact, like previous collaborators, I would get nonsense lyrics, but in this case, often the rough lyrics that were given to me with the tune were actually really good. So, for example, with Bangkok, the line, "One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble," was given to me for nothing, which saved me about 3 days' work.
Well, how did you feel about doing the album far in advance of the stage production, which is the way that Tim always used to do it with Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Well, I think we did it for different purposes. I mean, for Bjorn and myself, we wanted to sort of have a grip on the whole project. And we are very familiar in the recording studio, so we wanted to hear it all first before it ended up on stage.
I think we wouldn't have known whether it was good or bad had we not used this method. Because just writing it and hearing it from a stage, that's such a different thing. I mean, the recording studio in itself is an instrument that you play on.
What is the role you two gentlemen now play as you prepare to have it on stage?
Well, personally, I will assume the director's role as well as the choreographers, and I will play some of the main characters myself too, I think. Seriously, I think what we can do in the future is we can have a lot of creative input still when it comes to the music, of course, and the lyrics and the sound, and seeing too that we get the right characters, and so it's a lot of work left.
There was a fair amount of rewriting that's had to be done. Some expansion, a few alterations here and there.
Well, we look forward to it, and you couldn't have had better publicity for it than when One Night in Bangkok sold over 3 million copies worldwide, and I Know Him So Well spent 4 weeks on top of the chart in Britain. Here, as the lover and wife, both convinced they know their man better than any other, Elaine Paige and Barbara Dickson.
Nothing is so good it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong, but this has never yet prevented me wanting far too much for far too long. Looking back, I could have played it differently. Won a few more moments, who can tell? But it took time to understand the man. Now at least I know him well. Wasn't it good?